Around 11 o'clock at night, Father Rahmatillo was lying in bed. The house was silent. There was no sound except the ticking of the clock on the wall and the distant meowing of a cat. His eyes were fixed on the ceiling, but his gaze seemed to be looking into another world. Next to him was the Qur'an. He had returned to it hundreds of times, and there were traces of tears on every page. A small lamp was shining above the Qur'an. It was starting to rain outside. Oh God, a lifetime has passed. I saw my children, I saw my life. Now the path has come to me too. He closed his eyes with a smile on his lips. At that moment, his heart stopped beating. But when the camera lowered, he was still standing. The soul was separated from the body. He saw his body. Is this me? But what a relief! He looked at his body. The years had left their mark on it, but there was no more pain. His hands were filled with light, floating lightly in the air. Oh man, God has called you in peace. Now it is time to return. The soul looks around. The room has expanded. The light of the lamp now illuminates the entire house. The shadows on the walls move. With every breath, scenes from the past appear. Childhood, prayer, his mother's prayer. He comes to the Qur'an, tries to take it in his hands, but his hands pass him by. This world does not belong to me anymore. A light breeze blows, the curtains flutter. The door to the room opens, no one has entered. Only the bright dawn enters and surrounds him. Father Rahmatillo hears. The body returns to the earth, but the soul sets out on a journey. He walks to the window. Outside, in the rain, his son, Islamjan, is watching his father's house. He is shedding tears, but patiently. The soul looks at him, whispers softly, "Don't cry, my son. I didn't leave. I just changed my path." A luminous path opens through the window, as if a white mist leading to heaven. The soul steps into it. With each step, a verse sounds on the ground. He walks. With each breath, the world is left behind. The room, the Qur'an, the child, the rain, all is silent. At the end of the luminous path, two silhouettes appear in the distance. Angels. They stand silently, smiling. At that moment, the door closes behind him. Now he is in the spirit world. As the soul moved away from its body, it looked at the silent world behind it. That room, that body, but now everything was far away, like in a dream. It felt light, like a leaf blowing in the wind. The pain in its body, the heaviness in its heart were gone. Only peace and silence. A glimmer of luminous air could be seen around it. This light was a different light. It shone in a color that no human eye had ever seen. The soul slowly began to rise into the sky. The sun had set, but the sky was still bright. A light sound could be heard everywhere, as if every particle of wind was singing, "Subhanallah." It looked back. The world was getting smaller. The house, the streets, the city now resembled luminous dust. But there was warmth in its heart. At that moment, two luminous beings appeared in the sky. Their wings were imperceptibly long, and their faces were not human, but powerful. Their voices were a combination of calm and power. One said, "O pure spirit, do not be afraid. We have been waiting for you. The path begins now." The other said, "This path is the path of your past deeds. Whoever has lived with the light walks in the light. Whoever has lived with darkness walks in the path of darkness." The spirit followed them. It did not feel that it was flying, but with each step the air became lighter, its heart expanded. The world was still there below. People were crying, hearing the call to prayer, gathering for a funeral. The spirit saw them, but they did not see it. He saw his son, with the Qur'an in his hand, tears in his eyes. That Qur'an was the Qur'an he had given. The soul smiled. O Allah, protect them. I no longer walk looking back, but towards you. The road continued. Around him was a bright dawn like a mist, a soft voice in the air. Welcome, O soul. The soul found itself in the vastness. This place is not the world, but it is not the afterlife either. This was a gap, a barzakh. Light rays were flying in all directions. Some were like stars, some were invisible. They were the souls of people, some calm, some restless. A luminous soul approached him. Its voice was clear. There is no time here, child. There is neither night nor dawn here. There is only one result. Everyone lives with the deeds they have brought. The soul fell silent. He listened to his heart. There was peace in it. The angels looked at him and said, "The day of judgment has not yet come. But no, every soul returns to its destination. You will still meet the dust." The soul bowed his head. A light wind blew in the sky. It was returning to the earth, to the dust. He looked down. He saw a bright line in the sky and the dark earth below. A place like a grave, but more peaceful than the world. The soul descended slowly. With each step, the wind calmed down. The surroundings were silent. A voice reached him. Now rest, O soul. Tomorrow morning is the day of judgment. As the soul entered the bosom of the dust, it closed its eyes. One word burned in its heart. I am returning to God. Dawn is breaking. The clouds are quiet in the sky. The air is cool. There is a smell of new life in the air after the rain. But today, this courtyard is quiet. Today is the day of the funeral. The Spirit is watching from above. He sees people gathered in the courtyard of his house. Many are silent. Some are reciting the Qur'an. Some are crying silently. His son, Islamjan, is standing next to his father. He has a rosary in his hand, tears in his eyes. And his mother is silent, pressing her heart to her heart. The Spirit sees them, but cannot come closer. She whispers in her heart, I have not left you, only my path has changed. The body is washed. The cold water touches the body, but the Spirit does not feel that cold. It only feels the silence. With each drop, it is as if the dust of the world is washed away. He hears the recitation of the Qur'an. His heart trembles with each verse. Minha khalaqnakum, wa fiha nu'idukum, wa minha nukhrijukum. We created you from dust, to it we will return you, and from it we will bring you forth again. When the soul hears these words, a light burns in its heart. So, the return is not an end, but a beginning. The body is wrapped in a shroud. The soul looks at its body. It knows this body, but it no longer belongs to it. It has lived in this body for years, and now it is laying it to rest. The funeral prayer is performed. People line up. The Imam's voice is quiet but powerful. O Allah, forgive this servant, have mercy on him, and write him among the people of paradise. The soul looks down from the sky. Every word enters his heart. Every prayer gives him warmth. O Allah, these words are spoken for me. I am among them, but now they do not see me. The grave is ready. The earth is wet, fresh. People slowly lower the body down. And the soul walks with them, but with each step it moves away from its body and closer to another world. It smells the earth, but this smell is no longer scary to it. This smell brings it peace, as if it were the smell of a mother's womb. A voice comes to it from within. O soul, now you are returning to the earth again, for man was created from the earth, and to it he will return. The soul is silent. The surroundings are silent. Only the wind is blowing. People are leaving one by one. Only the sound of the earth is heard. The earth is sprinkled. With each handful, a verse sounds in the heart of the soul. Every soul shall taste death. Then to us you shall be returned. The soul sinks into the dust. It feels neither pressure nor darkness, only silence. There is a profound peace in this silence. The sun is setting above. The people have dispersed. Only the wind, the dust, and the silence remain. The soul whispers softly, "O Lord, now I am close to you. The body is on the ground, but I am walking towards you." A faint light appears within the dust. This light grows stronger, and it illuminates the surroundings. It is as if dawn is breaking in the heart of the earth. Silence. A deep, eternal silence everywhere. Neither wind, nor bird, nor life. Only the silence that lies in the bosom of the earth. The soul feels itself in this silence, as if the whole world has stopped. It opens its eyes, but these eyes are no longer the eyes of the world. It sees the darkness, but it feels it with its heart. Every particle of the earth seems to breathe. This place is not cold, it is quiet. This place is not dark, it is quiet. And in this silence, a sound appears. "O man, wake up." The soul trembles. This sound is not loud, but it shakes the heart. As if in that voice there is a sound from which the world was created. You are now a soul. Your life is behind you. Now your truth begins. The soul looks around, but what it sees is not like this world. The walls of the grave are in motion. They are woven not only of earth, but of light and shadow. Sometimes they come closer, sometimes they expand. He holds his heart, but his heart no longer beats. Only peace. He feels that he is I, but his body is gone. At that moment, two lights approach from afar. They do not come from the path, but directly from the unseen. Luminous, but not burning. Powerful, but quiet. The soul sees them. A tremor appears in his heart. Who are these? And the answer sounds in his heart. We have come to test you. We are Munkar and Nakir. The soul trembles. The surroundings are silent, but now the power of Allah stands at the center of this silence. One of the luminous beings speaks. In the world you have spoken much, you have heard much, but today only the truth will speak. The Spirit bows his head. I am ready. Do you remember every time you heard the call to prayer, your heart trembled? Yes. Now that trembling becomes an answer, because here, not the tongue, but the heart responds. The Spirit looks at the soil. Every particle seems to be alive. Each one tells a story from its past. The sound of rain is heard, but this is no longer in the sky. This is the rain of mercy flowing inside the soil. With each drop, light appears in the heart of the Spirit. O man, this is your first moment. You did not know that you were lying in the world. Now know the meaning of your awakening. The Spirit is silent. He stands speechless. Only one word from his heart resounds in the silence. La ilaha illallah. With this word, the grave is illuminated. The earth is pushed aside. The soul is filled with light. And he hears a voice inside. Be patient. The questions have not yet begun. Silence returns again. But this is no longer the same silence. There is life in this silence. The soul holds its heart and closes its eyes. It knows, now the real test begins. The silence lasted a long time. The ground was silent. The air was still. Only a tremor arose in the heart. It was stronger than the darkness. The soul opened its eyes. It was in the ground, but its head seemed to be raised to the sky. The light around it was gradually expanding. A sound emerged from the light. "Wake up, O man. Today is the day of your question." The soul trembled. Its heart did not beat fast, but every particle trembled. The ground began to move. It blew like a light wind from nowhere. At that moment, two beings entered the grave. They were not human, but truth shone in their eyes. Their clothes were torn from darkness, but light shone from their faces. They took steps, and with each step the earth fell silent. The soul feels small, but in its heart it remembers the name of Allah. The first angel uttered a voice. This voice seemed to be heard from the depths of the earth and from the heights of the sky. "O man, who was your Lord?" The soul's entire body trembled. It held its heart and answered. But these words did not come from the lips, but from the heart. "My Lord is Allah." The angels were silent. There was silence all around. Only the light flickered. The second angel asked, "What was your religion?" The soul replied, "My religion is Islam." The light grew stronger. The ground around it softened. The air became warmer. The angel asked, "Who was your prophet?" Tears welled up in the soul's eyes, and it trembled and answered, "Muhammad, may Allah bless him and grant him peace." At these words, a tremor appeared in the tomb. The ground shook slightly and began to expand. Light came out from all sides. The angels were silent. Then they said in unison, "You are right. Now tell me, how did you spend your life?" The soul fell silent. The scenes of his life unfolded before him. His childhood, his prayers, his sins, his requests for forgiveness, everything seemed to come to life in the air. He whispered softly, "I have made many mistakes, but I have always asked for forgiveness." The angel said, "Allah is forgiving. Whoever comes with repentance, he will receive mercy." The darkness around him was turning into light. The soul felt this light. It was not only visible, but also warmed the heart. Then an angel said, "This questioning and answering is a torment for the heavy and a rest for the pure. You have found rest because Allah was in your heart." The soul bowed its head. "Thanks, O Lord." At that moment, a verse from the Qur'an sounded from above. Not in a human voice, nor in music, but as if it were written directly in the sky. The angels descend upon those who say, "Allah is our Lord," saying, "Do not fear, nor grieve." The soul closed its eyes. There was no longer any fear within it. Only peace, light, and ease. The angels retreated, but their voice echoed on the walls of the tomb. "O pure soul, be patient. More questions, more doors await." The soul is silent, but grateful in its heart. He knows this is just the beginning. The silence in the grave returned. But it was no longer the same silence. Inside this silence there was life, there was a heart, there were memories. The soul opened its eyes. It saw its life in front of it. It was not like a wall or a mirror, but a landscape made of light. Each scene was a day in the past, a word, a deed. First, childhood. The Qur'an in its mother's hands, the call to prayer in its father's voice. The purity, simplicity, and love of that time, all this was light. The soul smiled. Then youth, haste, dreams, sometimes sin, sometimes forgiveness. It sees itself. In some places it performed prayers, in other times it gave alms. Light emanates from every goodness. Shadows disperse from every negligence. The voices of the angels sounded. Here is your life. Every deed, every word, every look is evidence today. The soul cries. But this is not a worldly cry. This is the water of remorse in the heart, the voice of conscience. He sees himself, asking Allah for forgiveness at night. His words did not go up into the air, but were written on the walls of heaven. Every astaghfirullah turned into rays and now shines before him. O Lord, I have made many mistakes, but I have never turned my back on you. With these words, a ring of light appears around him. The angels are silent. One says quietly, "This light is the light of repentance. Only a sincere heart creates it." The soul looks at its heart. It is now completely made of light. But there are also black dots in it, traces of sins. They are silent but cold. He recognized each one. A word of anger, a moment of idleness, a harsh word to someone. The soul bows its head. "O Allah, I want to ask for forgiveness, but there is no time." At that moment, a luminous voice is heard from heaven. Allah is forgiving, merciful. Whoever asks forgiveness from him, time is given to him. The soul thanks in its heart. It whispers those words, "La ilaha illallah." With this word, the black dots disappear. The light expands. The walls of the grave are pushed back. The surroundings expand. The angel said, "This word has illuminated you. Because you passed away alive with this word, now with this word you will find peace." The soul looks up. It now sees the sky. There are no stars in it, only infinite light. It feels, this light is the mercy of God. The angels retreat, but one remains silent. He says quietly, "You are not yet completely pure. Everyone goes this way, but God will not forget you." The soul holds its heart and says, "If God remembers me, then I am saved." At that moment, the sound of the wind is heard from above, as if the quiet air comes from the gardens of paradise. Inside it is peace, tranquility, and divine love. The soul closes its eyes. It is no longer face to face with the past, but with eternity. Every question has become an answer. Now the judgment of the answers is near. The soul stood still. The angels were silent, but the light around it was slowly changing. It was no longer still, but in motion. The angel said, "This place opens for every person in two ways. If he lived with faith, this place will become a garden. But whoever walked with lust, this place will become a narrow place." The soul looked with fear. The light around it was getting colder on one side and brighter on the other, as if two worlds, one of darkness, the other of light, appeared side by side in the tomb. The first scene opened. It was a luminous garden, spacious with soft air and clear rivers. It seemed that peace was breathing in this garden. Everywhere a voice was heard saying, "Peace be upon you, O Lord, the most gracious." The soul held its heart and looked at this scene. He saw some souls were sitting, with rosary beads in their hands and light on their faces. They were smiling at each other. Angels were standing next to them, protecting them in the shade. The soul's heart warmed. He felt close to this place. But the angel said, "This is the garden of paradise. It is entered only by the mercy of Allah." The light faded. Immediately a second scene opened. The place was dark. The air was heavy, hot. The earth was hot. The soul took a step back. From the depths of the earth came the sounds of howling, noise, and sorrow. Some souls seemed to be asking for help, but their voices faded in the air. There is no time in this place, but the suffering continues. Every breath in this place is heavy, every tear is hot. The soul trembled. What is this place? The angel replied, "This is the path of darkness. This is for those who have forgotten Allah." The soul bowed its head. Light, not tears, flowed from its eyes. He whispered in its heart, "O Lord, save me from that darkness. I am walking towards you." With these words, the first scene opened again. This time it was even brighter. The air in it smelled of prayers, and greetings could be heard from everywhere. The angel said, "This is your place, because there was faith in your heart. You came with repentance, therefore light surrounded you." The soul looked around. The walls of the tomb had disappeared. In its place was a vastness full of light. This light is neither heavy on the eyes nor cold on the heart. This light was peace itself. The soul knelt down and raised his eyes to the sky. "O Allah, I have never worshipped anyone but you. Now I will not seek refuge in anyone but you." A compassionate voice was heard from heaven. "O believing soul, do not be afraid. This peace has been prepared for you." The light faded. Now it fears neither darkness nor death, because it feels that it has found peace, not death. The soul stood still. There was no longer any darkness around, only a quiet light. He held his heart and looked down. The earth was silent, and the air was full of light. The angels stood still. A light breeze blew from their wings, as if the sky itself was breathing peacefully. At that moment, a light voice was heard from afar. Not hatred, not anger, but the voice of love, forgiveness, and peace. "O my servant, in the life of everyone there is darkness and light, but I have written my mercy on the darkness." The soul raised its head. A line of light appeared in the sky. It gradually expanded, and within it a scene from its life appeared. He saw himself, one day many years ago, autumn, an orphaned child shivering from the cold on the road. The spirit, at that time Father Rahmatillah, stopped and presented him with a Qur'an. He smiled as he gave the boy that small Qur'an. "This is for you, my child. Read it, for it will bring peace to your heart." That Qur'an was now descending from heaven as light. That light entered the grave and illuminated the spirit's heart. The angel said, "This deed has illuminated you, because your attachment to the word of Allah is the greatest charity." Bright tears flowed from the spirit's eyes. He was crying, but these tears were tears of joy. He felt Allah's mercy had reached him. Another voice was heard to him, another loving, great voice. "O my servant, I have forgiven you, because you asked for forgiveness and showed mercy." Light began to fall from the sky like rain. This rain did not moisten the soil, it cleansed the soul. Every drop washed away the black spot in the heart. The soul felt every drop. This was the mercy of Allah, a mercy that no warmth, no love in this world can equal. The angels looked at it with a smile. They said, "When the mercy of Allah comes, the angels become silent, because this moment is only between the Lord and the Lord." The soul knelt down. He raised his hands. "O Allah, I have no God but you. If your mercy reaches me, this is the smell of paradise for me." With these words, a wide, luminous path opened around him. This path led upwards, towards the light. The melody of the Qur'an was heard from all sides. My mercy encompasses all things. The soul heard these words with its heart. Every letter of it relieved her. Every sound brought it peace. The angels retreated behind it. One of them whispered, "Now you are the owner of light, because mercy has surrounded you." The soul smiled. It had no fear, no sorrow. Only gratitude to Allah was inside. It whispered, "Thanks be to you, O most gracious, because I was not, and you created me again." Light continued to pour down from the sky. Every drop passed through the heart and rose towards eternity. The soul knew that this mercy would lead it to paradise. The soul stood in silence. There was no darkness or dust around, only light. This light was not from the eye or the sun. This light seemed to come from the heart. It looked in all directions, infinity. The air was still here, but every particle was reciting the dhikr, as if the whole universe was singing Allahu Akbar. The soul clutched its heart. Only one word came out of it. "I am alive, but this is not life." A voice came to it from afar. This voice was neither male nor female, nor the voice of a creature. This voice was the word of the Creator. It shook the heart, but filled it not with fear, but with love. O calm soul, return to your Lord. He is pleased with you, and you are pleased with Him. The soul knelt down. Bright tears flowed from its eyes. He hears a melody coming from his heart. This is the voice of gratitude. O Allah, I have fallen many times, but I always return to you. If these words are from your mouth, then I am saved. The light intensifies. The expanse around him now resembles the gardens of paradise. White birds are flying above him, waters are flowing, and the scent of prayers is coming from everywhere. Angels approach him. They smile and raise their hands. Their wings are made of light, and their faces are calm. O pure soul, Allah has called you to His presence. This is the greatest title for you. The soul cannot stand, but its heart soars. What gives it strength is love, the love of Allah. At that moment, a luminous door opens from heaven. Above the door is written, Salamun qawwam min Rabbir Rahim. Peace by the word of the merciful Lord. These words do not fall into the air, but into the heart of the soul. Each letter passes through the heart and turns into light. The soul slowly moves forward. It is not the wind that blows against it, mercy. With each step, it becomes lighter. O Lord, these voices, this peace, this light, I am not worthy of this, but you have not forgotten me. Another voice is heard from heaven. I will never forget my servant. If he remembers me once, I will remember him 1,000 times. The soul trembles. These words pass through the heart and are written for eternity. He feels Allah has remembered him. A picture of paradise begins to open on all sides. Rivers, fruits, the greetings of angels, and most importantly, peace, eternal peace. The soul feels itself dissolving in this light. It is no longer a body, no longer a thought. It is only a remembrance. Every particle of it is singing Subhanallah. It raises its head and whispers the last word. O Allah, you have reached me. I have returned to you. At that moment, a large ring of light appears in the sky. This ring slowly descends towards the heart, and it completely surrounds the soul. Now it is within the word of Allah. Now it has entered eternity. The soul slowly moves forward. It is not the wind that blows against it, mercy. With each step, it becomes lighter. O Lord, these voices, this peace, this light, I am not worthy of this, but you have not forgotten me. Another voice is heard from heaven. I will never forget my servant. If he remembers me once, I will remember him 1,000 times. The soul trembles. These words pass through the heart and are written for eternity. He feels Allah has remembered him. A picture of paradise begins to open on all sides. Rivers, fruits, the greetings of angels, and most importantly, peace, eternal peace. The soul feels itself dissolving in this light. It is no longer a body, no longer a thought. It is only a remembrance. Every particle of it is singing Subhanallah. It raises its head and whispers the last word. O Allah, you have reached me. I have returned to you. At that moment, a large ring of light appears in the sky. This ring slowly descends towards the heart, and it completely surrounds the soul. Now it is within the word of Allah. Now it has entered eternity. The light is expanding. It has now become a path, white, clear, endless. Every particle is chanting, every wind is blowing Subhanallah. This path is above the world, free from time and space. The soul walks along this path. With every step it becomes lighter. With every breath its heart is purified. Now it feels neither body nor pain, only the closeness of Allah. Behind it is no world, and in front of it is a luminous expanse, the gates of paradise. He hears, "This is your place. You have been patient. You have come with faith. Now rest." The gates of paradise open. Behind it blows a gentle wind, and in every breath there is a fragrance, the fragrance of mercy, the fragrance of peace. As it approaches the path, angels line up around it. They smile and say in unison, "Peace be upon you for your patience. This place is the most beautiful destination." The soul cries from the heart. This world is not tears, these are drops of gratitude. It says, "O Allah, you have forgiven me, you have called me, now I have returned to you." When he enters the gate, the air changes. There is neither cold nor heat for him, only peace. The prayers of angels, the sound of rivers, and endless gratitude in the heart. He looks, there are those who have passed away years ago. They are smiling and welcoming. His mother, father, friends, believers. Each of them says, "We were waiting for you." He presses his heart. His eyes tear up, but this tear is from the light. He says, "I missed you. Now there is no more longing, only peace." An angel approaches him, a white robe in his hand, light on his face. He says, "This is your eternal robe. Now you have entered a place of no return." The soul puts on the robe. Every particle of it is light, every thread is light. It says a word from the heart, and this word fills the entire sky. Alhamdulillah, Lord of the worlds. A melody appears in the sky. It is as if the entire universe joins in singing this word. The angels flap their wings. Each one says, "Peace be upon this servant, because he came with faith and was accepted with mercy." The soul looks up to the sky. It no longer speaks, because it is not a word itself. It is light. His body becomes a verse of the Qur'an. The last word from heaven is heard. "O soul at peace, return to your Lord. He is pleased with you. You are pleased with him. Enter the ranks of my servants, and enter my paradise." The soul smiles. It looks up to the sky and disappears in the light. Now it is eternity.